Hello and welcome to Scary Sleepover Weekend January Blues. I almost said part 2. This is the second go around with this readathon. This readathon, it was created by and hosted by Alex from the Book Abyss. And yeah, I participated this past summer and I had a lot of fun with it. So I was very excited when she announced that she was doing a second go around with this called January Blues. So here we are. And the books I'm going to read, I've already read one already because it's Friday at like 5 o'clock. Blue on the cover is the first book prompt, and for that I was like, I have to read a vintage horror book because it's Alex. So A Nest of Nightmares by Lisa Tuttle. I just talked about this in my 23 and 23 video as well. So I'm very excited to read the short story collection this weekend. And then I'm trying to memorize all the prompts. I don't have my card in front of me. I made a card for this. So the second prompt is to read a book in a winter setting, and for that I picked Shepherd of the Black Sheep by Christopher Triana. This will be my third Christopher Triana book. And you know, they're always an experience. I will say that. I have no idea what this is about. I think this leans more on the thriller side. I don't think this is extreme, but I'll find out, right? This is available on Kindle Unlimited. And then the next book I've already finished, and that is a new to you book. Well, this is actually a short story technically. It's 80 pages. It is The Werewolf, a short story by Alma Katsu. Alma Katsu isn't technically new to me author. I've never read any of her short stories though, and I really liked this. And it is available on Kindle Unlimited, and the audio is free as well. So I got to listen to this, and it's a quick listen. It's done very, very well. Alma Katsu is like a historical horror author, so she incorporates history in with horror elements, and she does this perfectly. Of course, in this short story, it is set in a small village in Germany during World War II, or yeah, like towards the end of World War II, and it's a werewolf story, and it's different than a typical werewolf story, I feel like, and I loved it. This is such a great short story. If you have Kindle Unlimited or Audible, I guess it's free on Audible too, I highly suggest listening to it. I thought it was done really well, and I really liked her author's note. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. I think I'm leaning towards 5 stars for it, because it was just great. I feel like Alma Katsu books kind of can drag sometimes, like her full novels, but this one was just very tight, crisp. This is a crisp short story, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. And then the film prompts I'm super excited for. Watch a werewolf movie, and for that I'm doing Bad Moon. This is actually the group watch. We'll be watching it tonight at 8 o'clock, and I am super excited for that. I have seen this, and I absolutely love the dog actor in this, or if they use multiple dogs. The dog is so good in this, much better than the humans. He never once looks at the camera. He is like on point. You see all these emotions on his face. Yeah, he just spoke to me as a dog actor, and I loved it. This is based off of the Paperback from Hell Thor, which I haven't read either, but I love the dog actor in this movie, so I definitely will be watching it just for that, because it's so good. And the second film prompt is to watch a sequel, and for that I will be watching Slumber Party Massacre 2. I watched Slumber Party Massacre, the first one, for the first readathon when this readathon took place, and I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite slasher films to date now. It is hilarious. There's a part in the first one that made me laugh so hard I was crying. It like keeps going. It's like a weird skit. It was so funny. And yeah, this is directed by a woman, and it's has a lot of humor in it, and yeah, it was a ton of fun. So I'm very excited for the second one. I don't know who directs the second one, but I'm here for it. I know I definitely will finish all these books, especially since I finished one already. And yeah, I might read something else. I don't know. I have some plans. We're going out tonight to a brewery for a friend's like birthday thing, and tomorrow I will be on Kelsey's channel, Slime and Slashers, pretty much all day. I think from like 3 to like nighttime we're gonna have shenanigans. It's for like the scary sleepover, and then her birthday, because her birthday's today, the 13th, Friday the 13th. So yeah, it's going to be so much fun. I'm also hosting sprints on my channel Sunday as like a celebration of hitting 2K. So yeah, it's going to be a really fun reading horror books weekend. And I will check in later. Okay, so it is the next day. It is like 5. It's 5, it's not 4. And I am on Kelsey's channel sprinting, and then we're gonna do some party shenanigans. So last night I did not read anything because we ended up being out really late. I tried to get on the group chat or the Discord for Bad Moon, but it wasn't streaming in the chat, so I had to like remember like where certain stuff was happening. So I was just on at the beginning because we were still out, and I was reading through the chat, but I didn't get to watch Bad Moon. But I did watch Ginger Snaps 2, which is a sequel and a werewolf story, and a werewolf movie, and I haven't seen it before. I thought I did see it, but I was like, wow, none of this is ringing any bells. I enjoyed it. It had such a disturbing ending. Same with the first Ginger Snaps, has a very disturbing ending as well. But I really enjoyed it. And then I also, for the movie prompt, to watch a sequel, I watched 2 sequels, but I watched Slumber Party Massacre. This was directed by Deborah Brock and written by Deborah Brock, and she did High School Musical, not High School Musical, something musical, like the remake from the 70s. She did, I think, I don't know, but basically you can tell in Slumber Party Massacre her inspiration for the villain. It was very like dreamlike the whole time, and the ending is like one of those really frustrating endings. So I definitely like the original a lot more. I haven't watched the third one yet though, but I looked up and that one is also directed by a woman. So all 3 Slumber Party Massacres is directed by a woman, or women, one woman. No, they're all different, which is really cool. But yeah, so I did the film prompts, and I am currently like 63% into Shepherd of the Black Sheep, and boy oh boy, this is an intense thriller. It's like a slow burn thriller. I'm really liking it though, and I think it's going to be Evil Kid. It's giving me Evil Kid vibes because the girl in it is so creepy. So basically this is about a dude who is in like Vermont, has a farm in a small town, and his granddaughter has to come live with him because her parents died. And, you know, that's rough. But then the girl's friend ends up dead with her. Like, or she's alive still, but she, yeah, witnesses her murder. And yeah, it's like very, very creepy. It's giving me like a certain Simpsons episode vibe though too. And some stuff just went down. Like really intense, gory action just happened. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's beautifully written, and yeah, I'm loving this dark thriller. But I have to get some cookies out of the oven, and I have 5 minutes before I have to be back on. So I will check in later. I'm gonna get really far away. Okay, so I totally forgot to check in yesterday, which was Sunday, which was the last day of the scary sleepover weekend. I cannot even tell you what I did yesterday. I have no memory. I sprinted on my channel. That's like all I remember. But anyways, Shepherd of the Black Sheep, I did finish Saturday night before the party shenanigans on Kelsey's channel, which was so much fun. I had a ton of fun. I only wish I had maybe more White Claw to drink during it. But yeah, we ended up doing prank phone calls and Cards Against Humanity, and we ended up playing Red Book, or Andrew played Red Book, and he was connected to his Red Book. It was very creepy. If you guys don't know about Red Book, it's like my new favorite thing since we played it at the Christmas Evil party. Anyways, as in Shepherd of the Black Sheep, back to it. I finished this and I really liked it. I gave it 4 stars. I do wish the ending, there might have been like something a little bit more dramatic happen at the ending, but it felt kind of like a No Country for Old Men type of mystery thriller. And yeah, it's very dark. There's some pretty hardcore descriptions of gore in this that I really liked, because you don't get that a lot in thriller books. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's on KU. It's only like 260 pages, so I highly suggest checking it out. And it's like a cold, rural setting. And yeah, it has one of my favorite tropes in it as well that is done in thrillers. But I can't say what that is because it will spoil it. Oh yeah, Nest of Nightmares. I did not finish, so I failed. I failed Scary Sleepover Weekend. I made it to page 156. The toughest thing with this short story collection for me is short story collections are tough for me. First of all. Second of all, these stories are super intense. The first story, Bug House, is so disturbing. It's like Shirley Jackson on 1,000,000 degrees. Like, I was very disturbed. I was unsettled. I was bummed out. I put the book down for like hours. I like read it and I was like, I am so sad right now. So I needed to like digest it, but I kept thinking about that story. And so I really like it, of course, but I'm like, that is such a bummer. Like, what a bummer story. And then I have a list of other ones. So the next story in that is Doll Burger, which I really like. It's a creepy doll story and the imagery is really great. There's like a great uncanniness that is captured, and sometimes that can be tough to capture in books. Like when I read my doll books for the vlog, it's like it didn't capture like that eeriness as much as film does, but in this, the imagery is so great. The ending is fantastic. What is the other next story? I have a list. I don't have it with me. Okay, The Horse Lord. I really like The Horse Lord. And The Other Mother. I really like Community Property. The third story in this is a bummer too. And there's some animal cruelty in it. But yeah, I think so far, Horse Lord and The Other Mother, Bug House, and Doll Burger are my favorite stories. So yeah, these pack a punch. These are super like intense, scary short stories. I went to read some this morning, or I read 2 this morning, and I was like creeped out, and it's like broad daylight. So heads up if you're reading this. I would look up trigger warnings because the first story is it's intense. It's really intense, but overall I had a blast, a Scary Sleepover Weekend, even though I failed at my books. I will be picking this up. I might take a break for a couple days and come back to it because I just need to process some stuff in this. Other Mother too made me think of Coraline, and it's so creepy because there's a blurb from Neil Gaiman on the back of this, and it just like freaked me out. I don't know why. I'm like, this book is scary, but I'm loving it. Yeah, successful sleepover weekend. I loved the werewolf. I enjoyed Shepherd of the Black Sheep, and I'm I'm being very disturbed by Nest and Nightmares, and I'm loving it. But let me know if you participated in a scary sleepover weekend, or what you ended up reading this weekend, or your favorite book this January. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.